Hey, what is going on, everybody? Sorry for that long delay. I don't like doing that, but I had a few things to finish up. What is up? Felganos, how you doing, my friend? How you doing, my friend? Judah, what is up? Section 31. Yeah, I was not intending to stream today, but I was trying to finish up a few things, and I was like, we should hang out. Why not hang out and do this? All right. It's weird. It's like, I never noticed my hat is on crooked. I feel like I'm like a T-baller. Did anyone else play T-ball? And your parents are like, that photo's so cute of you. And then you look at it when you're older, you're like, my hat is on. Like, why did no one straighten my hat? Whenever I go on stream with a hat, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm a T-baller. What's up, Toffrey? Savage, how's it going, my friend? Royal Gamers Castle, what's up? Thanks for being here. Pretty good. Trying to have an earlier night tonight, so if I do hop on, I won't stay long. Yeah, man, come on, just come on for 5 minutes. Come on for 30 seconds. Like, this is intended to 100% be just a hangout stream. We did the testing stream yesterday, and what did we do on Tuesday? I think I streamed on Tuesday. I know I streamed on Tuesday. But I feel like it was, again, not much hanging out and talking with the chat, which is my favorite thing. So I wanted to get that in today, too. It was like, if we have time, we have time. We have time. We can do this. What's up, man? Falcon, how you doing, dude? How you doing? I really appreciate you hanging out. I know you've made a few comments on some videos and stuff lately, and I really appreciate that. Oh, no, Toffrey, I was really... so for those who... I know a lot of people listen. They're not actually watching. They're listening. They're out doing various things and stuff like that. And I do that, too. I'll be out exercising or walking or whatever, and so I'm not watching, I'm listening to a video or a stream. Toffrey is an SSX1. He is an absolutely amazing player. They are an amazing alliance, and it sounds like they had a tough loss. You guys were up against ISO 8. I think a couple friends in ISO 8 still. Godman was in ISO 8, and he went over to SSX, which is, Toffrey, you know how good he is. And I'm sorry to hear that. You guys have had a really tough run of absurdly difficult opponents. In fact, we're going to check in on our war right now. It is, Toffrey, this will sound familiar, it is tied 6-6. That was the exact score of our war with SSX, our war being for Loki versus SSX, and we won on the tiebreaker, and we will lose on the tiebreaker in this war, if it goes to that. Kais, what is up, dude? How's your Friday, my friend? How's your Friday? I don't know, this week felt long. It felt like a long week. And was this actually a short week? Was this actually a short week, or was last week that short week? We're doing Kai's. We're going all caps, and we're going exclamation point, because Kai's just is an exciting guy. If you haven't checked out his videos, they are a lot of fun. They also have knowledge, good knowledge, but they're fun. He's just an exciting person. I bet hanging out with Kai's is really cool. What's up, Jacob? How you doing, dude? Muhammad, how you doing, my friend? How you doing? Sucks to hear, Toffrey. Okay, so, and then Jacob, 4 losses in a row. We need the 2 wins. Yeah. Masters is so weird. And there's like 8 brackets of Masters now. There's like the top 3, and then there's like the top 10, and then there's like the top 14 through 20. I don't even know how they do it. I'm sure if we really looked at it, it wouldn't be that hard to figure out. But I'd prefer to just make a joke out of it. And if I actually looked at it, then I'd have to stop joking. Man Falcon's doing well. Loving the vids. Thank you, my friend. Excellent content and well thought out and explained. Thank you. That's what I'm shooting for more and more. It's an evolution. I remember you being on like some of my very, very early streams. Like we first got Cosmic Ghost Rider and started streaming, and I was very excited about that. And it's just been a nonstop evolution for me. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do, what I want to do. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, like I'm back to doing war videos. I've just been having so much fun with them. So let's check out the score here, guys. Let's check out the score. Okay, so look at this. Here, let's go to the actual. See if we can see this live. I would love if we could see this live. This would be cool. This would be cool. Okay, so it's not. Is it not BG2? It's BG1. Let's check this out. All right. So here's the score. We're going up against Agent Graphite. Some really good players. Shout out to Andy. What's up, dude? Hopefully you are watching or you check this out. Andy and I played alongside each other before War Seasons even existed. That's how long ago this was. All right, so we have finished the map. We finished the map in 6 kills. I think that is impressive. I think that is good. I think that's solid. They have 1 fight left, and as you can see on the fight duration, those are seconds. I don't even think it'd be possible for them to solo and still lose that tiebreaker. So they've won the tiebreaker. I'm bad at math, as we all know. So if someone corrects me if I'm wrong. And they've got the boss left. So they've got Mighty Chris, awesome dude. Awesome dude. I believe he was in SAS for a very long time. Check out this guy's account. This is ridiculous. This is absurd, right? So you know this guy brought it. I'm sure he placed with awesome masteries. I imagine there's going to be 5 of 5 Mystic Dispersion on that Doom. And let's see who these guys brought to take out Doom. I'm thinking it's going to be one of these torches here. I wish we could see this live. I would love to see this live. But unfortunately, Agent Graphite has not told me when they will be going in and taking this fight. But I would think it's going to be one of these torches. It's got to be, right? 6-3 torch. 6-star rank 3 torch. I can't imagine it being anyone else. Maybe small chance of void, but I wouldn't think so. Anyone else have any ideas on who? It's got to be. I don't think Magic could get it done. The 5-minute timer. Very curious. What do you guys think? What's up, Loki? How you doing, dude? Rohit, how you doing, man? Great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Michael Stover, hey, Vega, how often do you actually use Guardian in AW or AQ? And content, R3, I'm considering, but I just don't like using him. All right, that right there, I'm not even going to answer the first question. But to me, Michael, as soon as someone says, I just don't like using this champion, don't rank them. Do not rank them. You will never play them. You will, like, I've been there before. Where people say, oh, this guy's really good. He's really great. He can do all these things. Look at what she can do. Look at the damage. And like, you will never play them. And then when there's a champion who you really want to play that's of the same class, you know, let's say you pull like Silver Centurion, who I personally really enjoy. And maybe you really enjoy them. And then you're just going to look at Guardian and be like, you're the reason why I can't rank up Silver Centurion right now. You're the reason. And so don't do it. Don't do it. I believe Feldos has joined us on the call. Are you here, buddy?
Yeah, man, I big agree on what you just said. That's exactly why I didn't give my Skill Awakening gem to Aegon.
Yeah. And
exactly why I still haven't ranked up my Awakened Immortal Hulk.
All right. Who's my favorite champion? Man, I have so many favorites. Personal just favorite is probably Shang-Chi. Savage Theory. And by the way, guys, we're going to look at some chat here for a little bit. Have some fun with Fel. I'm going to see if we can't see this fight happen live, and then we will jump into the EQ. Have you done or planning to do a video on Anti-Venom? No, I think we tested him live on stream. Savage Theory. He's doing some cool stuff. MSD, I believe, just recently put out a Dormammu Abyssal Legends solo on him. Simula loves him. And Savage Theory, if you're there, if you're listening, actually, if anyone can link Simula's channel in the chat here, I'd love to do that. And let's so anyone who's interested in Anti-Venom, go check out Simula on this. And I think DLL is going to have an Anti-Venom war fight. I believe that's going to be pretty impressive in a little bit here. Your video quality is very bad. Okay, thank you so much for letting me know. Might just be internet connection or something like that. We'll see. Yo, what's up, Vega? What's up, Jay Will? How you doing, dude? Dan, thank you for putting the Dan in there, Dan. Great to see you, my friend. How are you? XLR8, how you doing, dude? Talk for Vega. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but after my bad luck in the featured, I got a new Herc. Oh yeah, dude. He is so much fun. As you know. Like, he's so fun where you're like, eventually you just almost feel badly continuing putting stuff out on him because, you know, not everyone can get him. It's so much RNG. But yeah, and Spider-Man 99 is love. He is like, dude, I think in war, I think so. And it's something that I'm going to start trying to talk about more when we do like these early review videos, is the health pools in war are smaller. Like it translates into questing and things like that. but they are smaller, and there's often utility that you need in war, right? Because the nodes are just so insane, like 100% power gain or 200% or with kinetic transference or whatever. And so just kind of keeping that in mind, I do think is important. And Fel, thanks for putting Simula's channel up. All right, it looks like they're not going to attack Mr. Chris here. I was really hoping we could see this live. This stinks. We can check back in later. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. So you got big plans. Anyone have big plans? Anything exciting for the weekend? It is raining here where I live. It very rarely rains, so we're grateful for the rain. We're excited for the rain. I think the state. I live in California, and I think that they have declared an official drought. I'm not sure what that does. Maybe there's like some water measures that have to come in, like water use measures. But it is. I'm grateful for the rain we are getting here, and it also though means when you have two little kids, that it's a little bit harder to figure out what you're gonna do. What about you, Fel? You got anything exciting planned?
This weekend, probably not. My leave ends in 2 days, so just getting ready to get back into the swing of things. I think one of the things they do during droughts is like at restaurants, they won't give you a glass of water unless you ask for one. Or at least that's what I've learned from BoJack Horseman, a great show.
That is true. When I was a little kid, we went through a pretty bad drought in California, and that was definitely the case. You didn't get water unless you asked for it.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, I know. Aren't you excited to hear that? When Vega was a kid, he didn't get water unless he asked for it. Your day is no better for knowing that, right? What's up, Samuel? How you doing, dude? Jacob, I think Jacob is touting 1 year. Is that a video or a stream, Jacob, that you're putting up for Fel?
Oh God, I think he's put the link to the video where I chose Groot over Red Hulk.
So I was not able to catch that stream. What was the thinking there, if you don't mind? And remember, you're talking to someone who often says, I am smart, but sometimes I do foolish things. So don't feel badly about it. I really want to know what the thinking was at the time.
All right. So I think what I was kind of going with was, one, I've passed up on Red Hulk from a Nexus before. Granted, in the past it's been for better choices. Like, I think I passed up on him for War Machine last time he popped up, who I've now taken to rank 3 since I duped him. But anyways, the thought process was, I have a gut theory that is really strong that we're going to get a Groot buff in December. Like, come on, it makes perfect sense. He's a tree, it's Christmas tree. Everything's adding up, man.
I chose a bad time to take a drink. Oh my God. That was very well delivered. Like, so much of humor is the delivery. That was very, very good.
Why, thank you.
He's a tree. It's Christmas. There's a Christmas tree. Okay. All right. You're actually, the deadpan is so good here. I can't tell if you're kidding or not. I'm
not.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
I mean, it does make some sense, and I don't know if this is one of those ones where like the community wants him buffed so bad that we are convincing him ourselves that it's going to happen soon. But it does make sense, and he's got the makings of a decent champion, I think, right? So,
maybe.
Well, I mean, think about it. Like, heal, shrug, lots of buffs, throw on like a true sense or a true accuracy. I don't know. I mean, I think I just designed a champion. Like, I think that's Karnak, isn't it? So,
could be.
I don't know. Without the heal. That's more of a complete kit than Guillotine or America Chavez. All right. Vega, when doing arenas, can you name one opponent that pops up in every round? Mine's Samuel from the Alliance. Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. I'm not going to be able to think of his name right now. I want to call him Gargamella, but that's not his name. That's not his account's name. Maybe we'll do a little bit of arena. But yeah, there's like 3 or 4 accounts that show up all the time. I have no idea why this happens. If that's ever been answered, I'd be really curious to know what the reason is. Atelier, dude, help please. Warlock or Strife? I use suicides. Warlock. Absolutely, definitely Warlock, in my opinion. I like Strife. I do. I think he can do some things very, very well outside of just Everest content, but especially with you running suicides, and Warlock's just so good. DSVG got another 0 death war. Wow, they've really stepped it up. They're playing well. Oh wow, and El's a Nexus. And Atelier, have you already picked? It looks like maybe you haven't. So thanks for repeating it. That's not spamming. That's just repeating the question. Hopefully you went with Warlock. You see the logic I had to deal with Vega. I was on call trying to convince him to take roll. Yeah, Oh, and you take path 9, Fel? You take...
Yeah. Well, primarily in section 2, but yeah.
Who do you... Oh, in section 2. So you don't... It's so you're not dealing with hazard shift then?
Most of the time, no, but every once in a while I will get assigned to doing it in section 1 as well, where I normally just bring Torch and Shang-Chi for that.
Shang-Chi's so good.
Yeah, man.
Why haven't you made a video of this?
Huh?
Why? You should make a video of that. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I would love to see. As someone who enjoys watching YouTube videos, I would enjoy watching that video.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Unfortunately for that, I'm currently on a 2-season break.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Aside from that and the fact that you don't run your channel just so I can watch videos, but aside from that, it's great. Wow, I forgot about his whole going invisible thing. Why did I hit him at all?
It's only a certain chance, if I'm correct. Okay. And that chance is increased by a lot only if you're unblockable, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Angela doesn't care. All right, cool. Thank you for the knowledge there. LeBron or Jordan? Yes, I am buying time here, but I will say this. I love the fact that those are the only 2 you mentioned, because I think those are the only 2 that deserve to be in that conversation, right? Like, I don't even want to name the other people who people throw into that. It's LeBron or it's Jordan. I honestly think LeBron. And I grew up watching Jordan. I actually watched Jordan play. I was young, but I watched him play. He's a bad man. And I mean that as a compliment, but so is LeBron. Like, I think it was the last... I'm not going to remember the exact time. This is probably in the last 6 years against the Warriors. And for me, just like the epic LeBron, like the perfect play of LeBron, like this is what this guy is and was, is I think it was Klay Thompson. I'm probably over dramatizing it a bit, but the Warriors were winning the series, if I recall, and he's coming down for what should be a very clear breakaway dunk or layup. And LeBron just like hunts him. Like the close with which this man closed the distance between himself and the Warrior and just swats the ball. And the way I recall it, the Cavs end up winning that series. And so just like, because I know what people often do is they're like, well, the competitor that is Jordan, that's why Jordan's better. And this is not to take it away from Jordan. I think he was an incredible competitor. But I think because LeBron was so comfortable, especially earlier in his career, so frequently willing to pass the ball and get his teammates involved, that was seen as him not being competitive. I think that's just the way the man played the game of basketball. And really, like, it's kind of the way it's designed to be played, in my opinion. But his absolute unwillingness to give up, I think, was completely on display in that play. I wish I had like a clip of it so you could see it, but I have a feeling a lot of people know what I'm talking about. So I personally think I would go LeBron. Sorry, I know we missed a lot there. What's up, Agent? Thanks so much for being here, dude. Slave on. How you doing, my friend? How you doing? True Potential, I took AA to R3. I was... You're jelly. So I ranked mine a long time ago, dude. That's a long time. Congratulations on yours. Are you enjoying destroying things? You just absolutely destroying things. So here's Top Right saying Jordan's better. I'm curious, Top Right. I know it's always a little bit more difficult because all you guys can do is chat, and I can actually talk. So it's not like really a debate. But I'm curious what you say. So you're saying Jordan could have had 10 rings if he didn't quit twice. That is true. But the game's just so different, man. Like, that's why I think the rings are a good criteria to have, right? Like, I don't like Tom Brady. I mean, I've never met the man. He might be wonderful. I might, if I met him, I might want to be great friends with him. But I'm not a Tom Brady fan. But all of those rings and then going and winning another one with the Buccaneers, I'm like, okay, he's obviously one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Like, I need to accept that as a reality. And so when we do that with Jordan, then it's like, all right, well, is Bill Russell then the best player ever? Because he's got a lot of rings. And I think just the era was so different. And I know that LeBron went to Miami, and so that's a bit of a dream team, but they didn't like stick together in that sense. He won with the Cavs. And then I will admit, and this is where I'll probably lose all credibility with you, I'm a Laker fan. I grew up in Los Angeles. I'm a Laker fan. And so I will admit that maybe that's coming into my thinking a little more than it should. So, Slamon, 2016 Warriors Cavs, blocks Andre Iguodala. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, when I said Klay Thompson, I'm like, I think I am making the moment bigger than it needs to be. It was a good moment without it being Klay Thompson. And then, Jacob, have you joined the call?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
How you doing, dude? How are you feeling?
I'm well, man. It's the weekend, so that's nice.
You got plans?
Not really. Just relaxing this weekend. We had guests last weekend, so we're taking it slow.
Right on. I wish we were. We had some housework done last weekend. And we actually have some people coming within the next few minutes to do more housework. And then I think I'm going to see my in-laws on Saturday. So, yeah.
That's always fun.
Yeah, it is. They're lovely people. It's just not the relaxing weekend I was hoping for. All right. I'm kind of just wanting to get the animations down. Fighting this guy is a very unique thing. I definitely want to, I think he's probably been talked about ad nauseum, but pushing him to the SP2 is definitely the way to go. And for me, I don't enjoy dealing with, and I always mess up that SP2. I think it's over and it's not. Guys, what is up, dude? What is going on? Thank you so much, my friend. So not only push him to the SP2, but then not running into the last hit of it. That's a good idea. 9 days for Capstance and saving for Cyber, though. So for those who don't know, Capstance, I'm glad to see you did Capstance too, Kais. It has helped me a lot this month. I'm not going to lie. Like something that started off as, oh, cool, we're going to do this for this valued Discord member, a very active, valued Discord member who I respect. And I'm not kidding. I know I'm often sarcastic, but I'm not being sarcastic right now. And I was like, oh, I'll do this with this person. Has turned into this really awesome thing, and it's made me evaluate. And trust me, guys, I'm not now saying like, oh, don't ever buy caps, because like literally that would be just stupid for me to say. But I have always been clear, like if you're doing it for the moment, like you see the drop rates, like no one in a rational state of mind is thinking, I'm going to buy these 10 cav crystals and I'm going to get the featured champion. I know that the 0.3% chance is it's obviously I'm going to get 1 in 10. And so it has been really awesome. It's been really cool. And I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this because I may transfer it forward. And I'm not going to make some like big proclamation. But I think I don't think I'm going to just like throw Capstance away. I think it's been really helpful. And I'm glad to see you did it too. And hopefully you enjoyed it. Wish you luck. So Vega, wait, Jordan, LeBron. What about Kobe? So Kobe's. And I'd love to talk that. Like you guys know, I love ranking stuff. Like I like ranking videos because I like ranking things. I love these conversations. I'm one of the people that will like sit there and talk to you about these things. I don't put Kobe in that class. I think Kobe was a tremendous player. I think Kobe was a tremendous, tremendous player. And I don't want to get too far into it because I know there's a lot of like personal stuff with him. I have reason to believe it was not through me. It's through my brother who interacted with him multiple times over a long period of time. And Kobe appeared to be a very genuine and thoughtful and caring person, at least to my brother and my brother's family. So that is what it is. Okay. But I put Kobe more in this other pool of incredibly amazing players who could win championships. But Jordan, like think of Jordan and LeBron are like Ghost and Quake. And Kobe's like Doom, right? Like, you want Doom. He's amazing. He's incredible. He's going to help you just totally disregard some nodes and some fights, and he's going to do things that other champions just have no business even trying. But then when you have Quake or Ghost, they just completely do that to, let's say, half the game or something ridiculous. I don't know. So that's where I would put it, and to analogize it to MCoC. Thank you so much, Luke. I am having a good day. I am. I hope you are too. All right. I want to see how Dragon Man handles this with the armor breaks. Let's go ahead and check this out. I think he's still going to get armor. Is he immune?
No, he degens them.
He's going to degen. So Sasquatch is the one who's actually immune.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should have brought in Sassy. All right, let's hold block here. Again, trying to push Null to his SP2, and I'd actually love to get him a little farther away, or a little farther up the board if we could. That way it's even easier to push him to his next SP2. And I'll try to remember not to dive in there. Very proud of myself. Very proud of myself for not rushing in. What's up, Vladimir? Thank you so much for being here. All right, we should be unblockable and... All right. Oh, geez Louise. I'm sure I'm the only person who's doing that, huh?
I just love that L2 animation because when he goes for that last hit, it looks like the way he moves his legs while he's jumping in the air. It just looks so stupid.
I wonder if they did that on purpose, because I do think there is a slight amount of goofiness to him that I think makes it kind of okay that he's in the game, because there's also some just savageness to him, right? That SP3.
Mm.
And
yeah,
and not that this is necessarily a kid's game, but you know, Marvel, I'm wondering if they intentionally put a slight amount of goofiness to him, for lack of a better term at the moment.
I think that's a reasonable assessment. He is not the best comic book character in terms of being a good person.
The history does not line up well for him. Oh man, why am I getting the power lock? Is that from the node, or that's not his abilities, is it? The special lock?
I don't believe so, no.
I kind of just wanted to get used to his animation, so I didn't pay too much attention to the node. When the defender activates
I think it's every time you throw a special, right? He throws a special.
Yeah, that's what it looks like it is. Special burst lockdown 3. When the defender activates a special attack, the defender is supposed to build a heal block and an armor break. Wait. The attacker... every 15 seconds, the attacker is inflicted with the passive power lock and special lock for 6 seconds. So that's just happening. If he lands a special attack, it's being reset, but that's happening every 15 seconds. All right, that's definitely making him a bit more annoying to fight. Jordan's Doctor Doom. Oh, I don't know. Shaq above all. I was a huge Shaq fan. So I was in the minority on this. I was the Laker fan that when Kobe and Shaq just proved that they could not coexist, I wanted the Lakers to keep Shaq. And Cleveland would have never gone for it, I'm sure. and no one consulted me, obviously, either. But I wanted the Lakers to trade Kobe for LeBron. I wanted them to trade Kobe, not Shaq. Even though Shaq was clearly at the tail end of his career.
Shaq was a bully.
Do you mean that as a compliment, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He pushed everyone around.
Yeah, he did. Like, and he was really, really good at it. I loved Shaq.
He's funny as well.
He's very funny. He's also an absolute giant man.
Yeah. Very huge. He pushed everyone around.
Hey, K-Dog. Welcome to the stream, my friend.
What's up, K-Dog? Thank you for being here, man. No, I had told all you guys that I wasn't going to stream today. Being the members, I had told the members I was not going to stream today, so probably a bit of a surprise.
Wolfson M67 is asking, who is your guilty pleasure champion game? One you know is bad, but you love just using them. I'm gonna take a guess it's America Chavez.
Shoot, I really messed this up. No, so the I would have, if they wouldn't have had the part about I love using them, then it would have been her. Like, I ranked her up. I knew she was not good. I put the 6 stones in. I knew she wasn't good. I've been really lucky that she's turned out to be a pretty good defender. We're actually seeing her as like a war boss quite a bit, which has been interesting. I can see it that why she's tough. My one death this war season is actually to an America Chavez, but I can't stand playing her because it is such a frustrating experience. She's that bad, and you have to like find places to use her, and they barely exist in the game. So, I'd say Doom is like my guilty pleasure, based on the criteria that I think was, that I know is bad. I'll be honest, I don't think I enjoy playing bad champions. I think I just, like, kind of like, it would have been, because Fell's right, it would have been America Chavez. But it's just so frustrating to have her be so bad. Like, I'm looking at, these are my top ranked champions. Surfer was a prestige move. Ebony Maw was actually for defense, but I don't think he's bad. He's actually pretty good. Maybe it's Maw. Maw would be like, I think as we look through here, would probably be quote unquote the worst champion that I really also enjoy. He's not bad. He's just... Jacob, do you? I don't know if you're looking at the screen, but I'm now looking at who I think you would say it is for sure.
I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah, I really enjoy playing Strife. I do think Strife is legitimately good. The joke is, and this is a joke carryover from the server or my Discord server, is that Strife is really bad. It's a joke. It's not that Strife's bad. It's that he's not nearly as good as the vocal Strife lovers want him to be. And I would agree with that. I actually wholeheartedly agree with that assessment. But I enjoy playing him. So let's go with Strife. Let's go with Strife for this. How about yourself? Actually, that's a cool question.
I thought you were going to say Karnak, considering the Inhumans run.
I did enjoy Karnak in the Inhumans run. I think that a lot of that, though, was like expectation. You know, it's like when you expect nothing.
He impressed me as well.
Yeah, like I think a lot of it was just that.
He could hit some 12k special twos. That was really surprising.
It was, right? You know what? Nah, it's not worth it. I was going to. I was considering bringing in Massacre and maybe Cap Affinity War. I was gonna have to take too long to remember the synergy, but there's a nice synergy for Venom Pool that allows his debuffs and things to last a little bit longer. Could have been fun to play around with in here, but it really just would have been for this one fight against Blade. All right. Man, Blade's really messing with me. Shows I haven't fought a Blade in a while.
Twisted says his is Killmonger, and Luke Brock is saying what I think I completely agree with, which is Killmonger is amazing. Killmonger is nowhere near a bad champion. He just tends to be underrated by a lot of the community because he doesn't have the biggest, flashiest numbers.
Yeah.
He is a utility beast, and while I don't think I quite agree with what Luke Brock is saying with him being a top 2 skill, I think I would honestly put Killmonger in the top 5.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You're sitting with 3 Killmonger hours on call.
You know, I think though this is one of those things. This is a really great example of it, in that I really do think a lot of the community does not realize how good Killmonger is. So I think implied in the question though is that, well, everyone else thinks they're bad, but I really like them, right? And that can happen. Like that can happen in when we don't talk to people. Like we don't ask this question on a stream, where we have all these other players like, no, actually Killmonger is excellent. Here's all these really cool uses for him. Like, in fact, if you're looking for cool videos on Killmonger, I can supply you with a ton. Like, I'm already thinking of 2 or 3 content creators who've done some really awesome stuff with Killmonger. So, have you tried CGR for Null Boss SB2? No, I haven't. Maybe if I can remember to do that right now. And this is what I like when I take my time through the EQ. What I like to try to do is on the new defenders or the new champions in the game, is just learn their animations and things like that, because I had a history of like just bringing in Archangel to fight so-and-so and just melting them. And then I don't really know how to fight them. I don't know their animations. And then when I have to play them in war, I have to like start all over. In fact, I just had that. Like this literally just happened to me yesterday in yesterday's war. I was fighting a Super Skrull who's not like, I wouldn't say he's objectively difficult, but if you don't know what's going on, he kind of can be. And so I had to really read through his abilities and figure it out all over again, because I had he's not bleed and poison immune, and so I had just used Archangel for his month. And so I'm just trying to get away from that.
Do you think CGR is worth rank 3 unawakened, actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, what's funny is the slight pause you heard in my voice was just because I'm not always sure where different people come down on these champs. I really like CGR. I think he's a very good champion. And again, talking about a champion who came in with a lot of hype, and I was part of that, but I was being genuine. I really thought he was as good as I was saying I thought he was. And I still stand by it. I think he's amazing. He's one of the best cosmic champions in the game. Like where do we have him right now? Like we have Corvus and Hercules in that like 12.0 tier, like, right? And then Cosmic Ghost Rider is right there with Hyperion, and I believe that. I truly believe that. So, yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. I do think the Awakened ability is quite nice, and I've had it come into play. But I don't think you have to have it.
Not really, when you can out damage things anyways.
Yeah. And I know this gets into tough territory, or dangerous territory. I'm not saying that damage is a utility, but I do think it's like a negative relationship with utility, in that the more you have it, the less you need, I think, some utility. Or the more you can set up moments of massive damage, I think that the less utility you overall need. I know we're getting really nuanced there with that, and it might just sound like semantics, but I do think it's a thing.
I think its top shelf placement is fair. When he works, he works.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the jokes aside about my CTR hate.
And you know what, too, as like if anyone's interested in CGR, like, and you're like, I really want to understand like the nuance of this guy. Like, I just love playing him, because I love playing him. And you're like, I want to take him on certain nodes and whatever. MSD did a lot of this too, but BMCG is continuing to do it, of like ways to manipulate your combo, and like bringing in like white. He just did a war video where he took in a white Magneto pre-fight, and he took a Jabari Panther on Mixmaster.
I saw that.
Yeah, it was really smart, and just the way he did. It was like light, medium, light, or I don't even remember, to be honest. But it was really cool, and it looked weird. It was one of the Warriors where I really sat down and I watched it. The animations of CGR looked really odd, like the kind of like herky jerkiness of him. I think really came out and was shown in that. But he absolutely destroyed stuff. So I don't know. Savage Theory, Truth Time. I'm not a fan of Ghost or Torch. There, I said it. I don't love playing Ghost, and I actually don't love playing Torch. Part of it might be because of how much I have played Torch, but I don't love playing either. But I get assigned Torch and War, and I think he's actually in my latest War that came out today. And I'm like, you know what? It worked. It really, really worked. And so that's a fun feeling. What's up, Stavros? How you doing, my friend? I like Dormammu. True Potential, I like Dormammu too. Some of it is nostalgia for me, though. He was one of the first champions I ever saved up for. This is back when the featured champions used to be done very differently, and you had a 20% chance of getting them. And I was able to save up enough for 3 5-star crystals. And he came back in, and I just needed to awaken him because we wanted to place him as a ward boss defender. And I got him on my 3rd crystal. And so I just have kind of like nostalgic, good feelings about him. But hey, Buddy Lee's here. What's up, buddy? How you doing, dude? Thanks for being here. K-Talk. I only play bad champs in Arena. All right. Here, let's do a little bit of Venompool. I like Venompool.
Those were the days with those weird featured crystals.
Were you playing back then, Phil?
Oh yeah, dude. I first started playing when Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket were added to the game.
Oh really?
Yeah, I took a lot of breaks throughout my, I guess, career of playing MCoC, and only really came back and have been playing actively for about 2.5 years, maybe.
All right. I don't know why I thought you were...
I remember being so hyped because I pulled 2-star Ant-Man. He was a brand new champion.
Now, those were the days when those sorts of things really did make you excited, right?
I think my first 4-star was Symbiote Spider-Man, and I was overjoyed.
I remember we only had like 2 4-stars available outside one offer at one time with it. Like free exploration.
So that's
you could only get fully foams because there wasn't shards at the time.
See, I actually don't recall, and I had a child born around this time, and I really am going to just kind of leave it at that. But I think I played the game and then like probably took breaks, or I just had so little idea of what the heck was going on that I didn't know. Because I recall people will talk about like champions coming into the game, and I kind of recall that. So I'm like, no, I must have been playing at that time, but I just didn't know what was going on.
This is something I remember to this day, but I'm not sure if this was actually a thing. I could swear you used to be able to use catalysts as ISO. Like, it wouldn't force you to, but you could use your catalyst to level up your champions. I swear that used to be a thing.
If it was, that's the kind of thing that I would not remember. Because
me neither.
I wouldn't, but it's not because it didn't happen. It'd be because I just didn't know what was going on. Like, I didn't know that was weird or odd, or I didn't notice a change. I do recall Magic getting buffed, and I don't know if they were putting things on the forums at that time or not, but I recall it like just happening and me talking in my Alliance chat and being like, hey guys, Magic seems like kind of good now. Like, there's something different about her. You know, just didn't know what was going on.
Wait, Tough remembers it too. Let's go. I don't have memory issues.
Do my kids play MCoC? No. I'm trying to keep them off of phones and iPads and things like that as much as I possibly can. They do have access to an iPad now, especially for school, like with at-home schooling and all that. Like, it had to happen. So they do get time on that, or they'll watch shows or things like that. But I'd like to keep them away from this. They're aware I play. They know I have a channel and things like that, though. OG Highline, what's up, dude? I'm glad you were able to make it. I put in the members chat that I did end up streaming today, obviously. So I'm glad you're able to make it, dude. I'm glad you're able to make it. True potential. I hope Dormammu gets a buff, and I do feel like it could be done. I feel like he could be a value adjustment type one, or they kind of massage it into value adjustment. I took World Buster over Ghost from the gold deal class Nexus. I had a 6-star Waking Gem. Can't stand Ghost. Yeah, man. I mean, I get it. Like, when she's like Torch though for me. It's like when you need her and you just realize she's so legitimately good. But there's a difference between recognizing how good a champion is and not liking playing them. Right? What's up, Fluffy? How you doing, man? Oh, the Alliance War fight is happening. And how long ago was that?
Pretty much was just sent from what I can see.
Yeah.
See if we can get there quickly enough.
Gotta go fast.
I know. Come on, game. Come on. It was BG1, right?
I have no.
All right. So if they die, if they die, we win. If they die, we win. I think if they solo, then they will win. We're tied at 6 deaths apiece. It's down to this. They have 149 attacker kills. We have 150. Mighty Chris, this guy's got a monster count. Good dude. I'm sure he's placed with 5/5 Mystic Dispersion. Let's see if we can see who they went in with. I would imagine it's got to be that Torch, right?
Most likely.
Probably.
Come on. We're thinking it's Torch. This is big, guys. I would think we probably need to win 2 times to stay in Masters too, because we're in that like second tier of second tier of Masters.
Unless they want to time out with Void.
Yeah, it's got to be Torch. The longer this fight goes, the more I think we might get it. Come on. Anyone turning in now is like, what are they doing? Oh, this is exciting. I kind of feel a little bad for showing who's taking the fight. If they solo it and you know them, congratulate them. If they don't solo it, please don't say a word. Please don't say a word. The amount of pressure on this stuff is ridiculous. Oh man, I think we're getting into territory where the amount of time coming off is making me think.
Torch is really quick, so it's surprising.
Maybe they did go into the Void.
Are we sure he had his pre-fight active? I know it seems kind of dumb, like someone could have probably activated it for him, but you never know.
Yeah, that's true too. But I mean, they had a lot of Torch options.
Those should be down by now. Even if it didn't have the pre-fight.
So Iron Patriot, who is literally a mythic player in this game, is saying he feels that Void is a far better counter. So maybe they did go Void. Which I believe time-wise, I think they had such a large lead in time that even if they took the full, was it 5 minutes or 6? I think it's 5. They would still win the tiebreaker. So, for Loki versus Agent Graphite here. I wish, like, if we could do it, I've thought of this before. I wish you could see these fights. Like, and you could have it be like an option where you like allow people to see the fights if they happen or not. Or at least like be able to see your alliance mates fights, because it is fun. It is fun to like watch people go on solo tough fights ones they've really been practicing for and things like that.
The question is, can the servers handle that?
Probably not. Absolutely not.
I have more crashes.
Part of me wants to hope that that'd be something they might explore with the introduction of draft battles, but probably not.
Yeah. Stavros, yeah, like a spectate button. Ah, he got it. Heck of a job. Let's congratulate this person.
Well done.
Good job.
All right. That's awesome. That's a heck of a solo, right? Look at this. That's close. That's how close these wars are nowadays. We played well for us. I'm really happy with how we played. Wow, what a great solo by that guy or gal. Don't know. But heck of a solo. Can you imagine that? That's how much I like war. I went back to war. Astro, what's up, dude? What's up, Snoops? Yeah, if anyone knows, it was Murph who took it. If anyone knows them, please go and congratulate them. That's awesome. I mean, wow, I just keep going back to war. That's how exciting war can be, guys. I know maybe visually it didn't look that exciting, but when you're in there or when you're in the Alliance taking those things on, it's really, really fun. And totally worth potentially having to revive someone or whatever. All right. There's something about buffs being helpful to get in your damage on these nodes, so we'll bring in Venom Pool. Did you quit your?
Ash.
Yeah, I did, Samuel. I wanted to see it, and the worst thing that happens is I need to use some items. Like, I'd rather have fun.
Astro, if it makes you feel any better at all, one of my nexuses was, if I remember this correctly, Ant-Man, Joe Fixit, and Iron Fist.
Who'd you pick?
Ant-Man noob.
Hoping for that buff?
I feel like he's surely he's got to be the first to get buffed, right? Since he came second place.
Well, he's not a tree, so... yeah, I would think so. I mean, that would make sense. The problem is, like, anytime we apply logic to things with this game, it just feels like we're setting ourselves up for disappointment, right?
Yeah, the same with the Ragnarok stuff. Nobody expected it.
No, I was on record multiple times saying I thought he would get buffed after he was out of the top 10 in Prestige. And, well, that didn't happen.
If they already planned someone like Iron Fist or something, he might be first. Because it'd take a while, these buffs.
I do think Iron Fist would be a tough buff for them because he has gotten so many synergies lately. In fact, I know a player who actually likes Iron Fist right now with a relatively reasonable synergy team. It's like Shang-Chi and there's another good player in there. I can't think of who it is. A good champion, I mean. And this guy's a good player. He's in ISO 8, and I've played alongside him for years. He kind of likes some he likes kind of some unknown champions, underrated champions, so it's not unusual, but still. Nova, thank you, Top Ray. Yep. Cool for Arena, yeah. But I think he actually uses it in war sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, I think.
Whoa.
I don't know for a fact, but he's shown us enough videos that aren't just Arena. So it's real. It's a real thing. This is the guy that had a. I don't think he took him to rank 3. Maybe he did. Sinister, and he was doing some pretty cool stuff with Mr. Sinister actually too. He's a bit of a mad scientist.
Yeah, I am cautiously impressed by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
He's a good dude. It was that alliance that I joined when War Seasons first came out, and DLL was the leader, and he helped me get better at the game. There's like 4 guys. Oh, it was more than 4. But DLL, a guy named Wiz, and a guy named Iman, and then this guy, Cat Communist. they were really patient and they were willing to like look at a lot of fight videos from me and just kind of help me get better at the game. So and they're like the original ones. I know there's like a cast of characters that I name, but these were like the first guys in that alliance that DLL ran called Evil.
Did you just say cat communist? Oh, Cap communist. Okay, I was gonna say Cat Murdoch has been hiding her secret past from us.
Yeah, that would have been awesome if she had like an alter ego.
She does.
She actually, yeah, that's a whole nother thing though. But cat communist sounds hysterical. I think I got myself into some trouble here. I don't know why Shang-Chi does not want to throw his specials. He's like, they're for me only.
This fight is really long for a KVQ fight.
Yeah, I'm not getting enough buffs, I think, for the node. I don't know. I was also enjoying my story about the cat communists.
On the subject of captions you were talking about earlier, how you don't want to just abandon that. Might it be an interesting idea to do that maybe once every 3 months or something like that?
I got so annoyed. He subdued me into boredom and just wanting to kill myself. Well done, Mr. Chi. Dude, OG Highline coming in strong. I like it. Okay, you make fun of me all you want. I like it. Let's go Astros, one more win tonight. See you in the World Series. Who are they going to face? They're going to face the Braves, right? What's up, OG Highland? Thanks so much for sending that in, dude. Have the Braves finished off the Dodgers yet? Does anyone know?
I think they have. This never would have happened if my Giants had made it through.
The Giants were like a miracle season, right? Like they were not expected to be that good.
Yeah, no, not at all. Most predictions were pretty darn bad for them. But they made something magical, so I'm just hoping they can get a repeat of that next season.
Yeah. The Dodgers came back. So I think that series
they're still in.
Is 3-2. Dude, I'm not going to pretend to know a lot about baseball. I'm not going to. I do know that the Dodgers have a lot of expensive talent on that team. And obviously having done it before, like in the not too distant past, as far as winning the whole thing, I think that goes a long way in sports. Or like anything, experience matters, right?
Money goes a long way in employing good players.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, see, this is the kind of groundbreaking material that you find on this channel, right? In sports, teams that spend a lot of money often get talented players. It's you can't argue with that kind of logic, right?
Wow. Football is definitely not like that.
No, football being do you guys call it footy, or is that an American thing?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's an Australian thing, actually.
That's Australian?
Yeah, no. For us, at least, we have Australian rules football, and we always refer to it as footy.
Okay, but you're referring to Australian rules football. You're not referring to, like, football soccer.
No. Yeah, it's this weird deviation from... It's I think it's actually more like rugby than it is American football. But it's Australian rules football.
This is starting to turn into an Abbott and Costello routine. You guys probably don't know what the heck that is. You guys know the Who's on First routine? Okay, the silence.
Sorry, man.
That's all right. Oh, man. Poor Sasquatch. He's going to get obliterated by Null here because I want to explain this. No, I will pay attention. I think I saw Jay Nix here. What's up, dude?
Janik says the Giants Moneyball. Gotta love it. Yeah, man. Moneyball actually might be my favorite movie of all time.
That's the one with Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's about the Oakland A's, who are like my other favorite team in baseball. Oh God, Sausage Party, man! No, that is definitely not my favorite movie of all time. Michael Stover asking, is Venom duped important? For his utility, no, not really, but it's definitely nice to have, because it means you can have up to quite a few extra buffs, which is always nice.
It's not mandatory, but it's nice. I think he asked if it was worth ranking up a Duke Venom pull over on Duke Venom.
I actually really like Venom Pool personally, so I think I'd make that call as well.
I would rank up Venom personally. I already did. And I prefer him, but it's definitely down to preference there.
Yeah. For me, like, I managed to pull a 6-star Venom, but I haven't really done anything with him whatsoever since I already have a 5-star maxed and sigged up.
I feel like
That's
Sasquatch.
gonna happen to a lot of good champions. That's inevitable.
Yeah.
I feel like Sasquatch isn't a bad option here. I don't think he's like a natural counter. But the armor break immunity is sure nice. And I feel like it was the node that was starting to screw with him more than anything else. I enjoyed that. Sorry guys, I completely tuned you guys out. What were you guys talking about?
Just Venom and the point of investing in him, I guess.
What'd you guys come out with?
Preferences
Yeah.
between Venom and Venom Pull.
I'm going to wait until... I'm going to try to wait, if I can, till this new AQ map comes out. And I think at that point I will rank up either Venom or Venom Pool. I'm just not sure which one.
Makes sense.
I like them
Snoop's
both.
the same. Oh, sorry, go for it.
No, what is it?
Just Snoop's is saying Archangel is great for the snow. Going back on what you were saying earlier.
Trust me, I get it. I totally get it. It's just something that I am now trying to do, to not do. I mean, I 100% understand. I want to really, because I know that there's a chance, see, like reverse controls, that I'm going to get these war fights, and I want to get them. I'm really enjoying war. I'm sure you guys know that. I'm enjoying the heck out of war, and I'm taking in like different attackers every war. Like I'm going to track that, and I'll try to do like, maybe I'll put it in with like the rewards opening, because I don't know how interested people would be in seeing like a full season review video. But at the end of the rewards opening, maybe being like, here's all the different attackers I took in, and it's just fun. It's just really, really fun. I enjoy war, and and I feel like I'm getting like tougher and tougher fights, or like they're relying on me to take some actually tough fights now, and knowing how to fight the defender sure is helpful. If you don't have to like figure it out from the get-go every single time you get sent somewhere. So that's just what I'm trying to do. And if it costs me items, like that's fine. I mean, and like I love when YouTubers actually say this, because I'm like, yes, it's real. Because like, look, today OG Highline sent me $10. Kai sent me 4. I just put that back. Like if I had to take 5 revives, I still came out on top. So it's just a little bit different. So yeah. What's up, PWF? Pretty sure I've brought in 4 champs to war this season, only 2 per attack. Yeah, but how many fights have you taken, dude? Are you still just dominating that? Because I know when I was in BG2, you were. Snoops, don't ever worry about it, my friend. I'm one of the people who's always telling people, like, repeat questions, whatever. Like, don't spam. So if, like, it's only been 20 seconds, don't repeat it. But if a few minutes goes by and we haven't seen it, please put up the question again or whatever. What's up, Devastator? How you doing, dude? OG Highland, gonna try to make it for sure. At least one game with the Astros make it to the series. I'm gonna be nice about these Astros, OG Highline. I'm gonna be very, very nice. I hope they make it for your sake. Let's just leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. I am from the LA area. Let's just remember these things. Okay. All right. Let's load her. Oh, didn't I say I was gonna take in someone else? No, that we did. We brought in Sasquatch. And then we load these up, and then that just helps Angela even more. 67 plus this war, maybe another 8. Yeah, so who are you using, PWF? Who are those two? I know that Bren has been getting a lot of Archangel lately. He's been destroying things for us, including bosses. I put out a top 5 war boss video. And like I checked it with really smart players, like very smart players, people who do war planning. And they were like, yeah, looks good. And then I decided I enjoyed the video enough. I was going to start tracking who we as for Loki, who we face, who we send in, and then war videos that I watch, right? And the most common boss so far, I haven't updated for this last war. Can you guys who do you guys think it was? The most common war boss?
No clue. Maybe Mojo?
Okay, that's a good guess. That's actually something I
Mojo was a good guess.
Yeah, that was like my, based on watching war videos and things, that's what I would have said too. Anyone else?
MCoC is also fairly common.
MCoC, okay. Penny Parker, yeah. Mojo, good. APOC, yeah. These are all great. This was my thinking on when I put out the top 5. Magneto, still not there. But you guys are naming all of the ones, and like I made the list based off of all of the people. R4 Doom, yep. And we had seen one. We had seen an R4 Doom. B Manny took him out. Terrax, I took out a Terrax this season. PWF got it. There it is. There it is. And by like a good margin. He had, I think he had 4, and the next closest was 2. And can you guys guess who the most common boss killer was? This one just totally blew my mind. But when you know who the most common boss placement was, I think it's not quite as surprising.
Ghost?
That's a good shout. That's a good shout. But no. Jacob, do you feel like guessing? You guys had no idea I was going to ask you this question, so it's not quite fair. But if you have a guess.
Sorry, who did you say was the most common?
Weapon X. So Weapon X was the most common boss placement, and the most common boss killer is related to that. So, and it's someone I didn't even have on the list. This champion was not even honorable mention.
Warlock?
No. You're on the right path, though. Let's see if anyone in the chat has guesses. Deepak got it. Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Yeah, and it made a lot of sense once it was MP Blaze, I think, who really talked it through, and DLL talked it through too. DLL has a boss solo. He just didn't record. He forgot to record, but he talks it through, and it made a lot of sense. And the reason they were going with Sentinel over Warlock is it had to do with the animations of Warlock and Sentinel. And then you know how Weapon X gets very aggressive when he's in Berserk mode, which is part of why Archangel works so well. But you really want to have like Bren level skills to do this. But it has to do with the dashbacks and the animations of Sentinel and Warlock. And both of them had videos they've seen or Alliance mates or what have you, where Warlock gets caught sometimes in the dashback by Weapon X when he's in Berserk.
Right.
And then also, and I don't remember if it was DLL or MP Blaze, maybe it was both of them, talked about how Sentinel has that crit resistance once he's built up, and how like if you're gonna get hit, it's really nice to have. So really interesting. Okay, yeah, so Deepak and Kabir are both saying that they watched Blaze and they saw it. Blaze is an amazing player. Dan, you have an RT. I don't like Sentinel. I don't like playing him, but I definitely see the value of him, right? Clown has been taking Weapon X. But so PWF, if you're still there, as I would assume it's a similar tactic to Terrax, where you actually want Weapon X in the Berserk phase because you know he's going to be aggressive, and then Bad Khalees. I've taken to calling him Lord Khalees. That doesn't make sense. You can actually take advantage of that with the intercepts and things like that. It's very similar to Terrax when he's in the rock form or whatever it's called. What's up, Jason? Thanks for being here, dude.
I prefer Stupid Herc.
Stupid Herc? I'm just glad we're not calling him God anything.
Herculord.
I do really like, so for those who don't know, Nerd is, again, a beloved, valued member of the Discord community. Truly is. He helps me out with a lot of stuff on it. And he has introduced me to the nickname of Giganto Cutie for Mole Man. And I really like it. I really, really like it.
Anything is better than Mole God.
I do too. And I still call Mole Man Mole Dude. So I guess it's Mole Dude and Gigantic or Giganto Cutie. I really like it. And it makes him like it's his pet, which I believe. Freakules. Ooh, I like that. I do like Freakules. I do like that. We have to consider that one. Cyril. Oh, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing. Killmonger could start the null fight with an SV3. It took me by surprise. Kind of neat. Why is that?
Debuffs. I think Killmonger gains power for debuffs. So those Living Abyss debuffs just give him a ton of power right off the bat.
He's not armor broken? I thought there was an armor break right at the start of the fight. There's not. That's pretty cool. We're finding more uses for Killmonger. Devastator making me laugh. Not sure you can say that, right? Kingpin's awesome. Talk about a champion that is just growing on the community. Like, the more we play him, the more we realize how good he is. That's why a lot of these buffs, I think it's really important that we wait and actually play them. Because he's one that people are like, not so good. He came out with Mole Man and who else? And he was definitely considered the worst of the three. I don't remember who else it was that he came out with.
Angela, I think.
Yeah.
No, if I remember right, it was Kingpin, Mole Man, Yellow Jacket, and Terrax.
Were they doing 4 at a time?
I don't think they did 4.
That was like the first round. Those were the February buffs, if I remember right.
What? Didn't they get buffed in March? That's when I remember it.
I'm struggling to remember this. I just remember that I had pre-taken up Kingpin before we knew anything about his buff, and so I was heavily invested in it, and I definitely found him to be quite good, and I was surprised at the negative reaction to him. But I think a lot of that was because Mole Man was just so obviously good out of the box. Like, it was just crazy.
Spell is right. It was Mole Man, Terrax, and Yellow Jacket and Kingpin.
I love that little bit of surprise that I could hear in your voice when you're like, Fell's right. All right.
Well, granted, he picked Crude over Rolk. It's not something you're going to hear a lot.
I emailed support and I ended up getting Rolk in the end.
That makes it even worse.
No. You got to give people room to think things through. I'm always big on, you've got a plan, you stick to the plan, but you also need to take in new information as it comes and evaluate, does your plan still make sense, right? So I admire stick-to-itiveness, but I think there's also a talent and a skill to being able to adjust course when you've taken in new information and realize your plan doesn't make a lot of sense.
I'm going to be brutally honest. The only reason why I decided to make that switch was because I realized if the Groot buff did come out, that would be one less T5CC for Null.
Well, that's still new information. You still took in new information. You thought it through, and you decided it was a bad idea. I think that's cool too. So you hadn't ranked him up. Was that why you were able to get it undone?
Yeah, I hadn't leveled him, nothing. So, yeah, I managed to get undone.
So there you go, folks. Kabam support actually did something.
They're usually on top of those things. I did it with a rank up before, and I got my materials back.
You know what? If we're being serious, I have historically had success with things of that nature. I cannot get this guy's SP2 to save my life.
Excellently took King Crude up prior buff over Venom.
Who did?
So I definitely wanted my tier 5 CC back.
It's put on a shirt. Put on a shirt, Keelys. Buddy Lee, I think you got to get comfortable, my friend. You got to get into the comfort of Herc. PWF, yeah, Clown enjoys his top-notch intercept game against Weapon X. He's just a show-off. I'm surprised I haven't seen those videos because I've been going to him to find out who you all have been using to solo bosses in BG2. So I'm surprised he hasn't sent me more videos showing off. Me before we're comparing his buff to Daredevil. Yeah, we're talking about maybe that's part of why Kingpin didn't get like hype in the beginning because he had that similar like his regen can't be modified, and so people just were immediately thought of Daredevil and then didn't want to explore it more.
If you check on the forums, there's actually a post with quality of life updates and beta features. It looks really cool.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You guys want to check this out?
Sure.
Oh my god, there's an L3 skip button. Oh my god.
Wait, what? There's
an L3 skip button.
Well, let's check this out. I'll bring this up, guys, and then we can talk about it. Let's see here.
Can you post a link, Phil? I can't find it.
Yeah, let me get it.
All right. So, we'll try not to just do a lot of reading to you, but it is helpful. Smaller quest portraits. Oh, I can't believe how excited I am for that. As someone who takes that first lane in AQ that just goes directly to the left and has a BG mate who rarely is on super early like I am, to take out the lane that goes down to the bottom, that's awesome. Boost menu and pop-up menu. Boosts are incredibly helpful for tackling tough content. Okay, what are you actually doing about it? Common, all, standard, all attack. Oh, there's gonna be tabs. Oh, that is cool. Okay. So this is what the screen will look like. If you have no boost in particular category, none of them would. Okay. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm happy about that. Skip SP3 animation button. The special 3 animations are one of the most amazing parts of MCoC. I think they are. The artists work really hard on them, and it shows when you see them. Okay, so they're nod to the animations department, which is true. As awesome as they are after the 100th time. Okay, blah, 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 blah. In these cases, we'd like to get on with the fight. So, very cool. So you will actually have the option to skip it or not.
That would have been nice for Abyss.
Yeah, but they're specifically saying this will only be for timed fights. But that's cool because, like, as someone who streams and uses that as a point in time, often to look at the screen, I would not want to skip this. Or like in war, sometimes it's a nice moment to like kind of settle yourself and think through, like, okay, how's this going? What should I do coming out of here? And I'm glad that you actually can, in the moment, choose to skip it or not. Not that it has to be a default option. Fight summary overhaul. Continuing with one of our goals of improving players' knowledge. Currently, when you look at a fight, it looks like that. That doesn't tell summoners what killed them or guide them in any way on how to improve. Wow, that's a...
Yeah, wow, it looks great.
That seems awesome.
So here's my question, though. Is this just telling you what finished the fight, or is this telling you where your damage came through throughout the fight?
Both, I think.
It's got to be, right? Because it's saying finishing blows. In the box in the bottom left-hand corner, it's saying finishing blows, but there's no... But then it's listing a variety of damage dealing mechanics, right?
Yeah.
I'm also a little confused because in this screen, it appears as though you're seeing the stats for Human Torch. When do you get the ability to see the stats for the player the champion you're using? Can you guys see that anywhere?
I'm guessing that's what stats on the right side means, because on the left side it's about finishing blows, and since you died, in this case the finishing blow was from Human Torch, right? So it's saying the stats from Torch's perspective, I think.
That's a little unclear to me, but I like this a lot. What's up, Eduardo? Thank you for being here. If anyone knows who today's dual target is, let's get that listed. I do think this is cool, though. I'm very interested in this. I think that's to help educate people a lot. And that's something I've talked about quite frequently, is I would love for players to have more access of and to knowledge on how to play this game. Have it be more presented, you know? Okay, so in the section we added the health bars to be able to see the health of both fighters at the end. In addition, you can tap the hero portrait of either champion to open their respective detailed. Oh, that's cool. So you can see it from both sides. In this section, you'll see the top 3 damage sources each champion received while in the fight. As we can see, Human Torch has a lot of damage with some of the basic hits. This is going to be really helpful to people, I think. For anyone who's listening but not watching, it's Venom appears to be the dual target. What's up, Sim? Thanks for being here, dude. We were talking about you earlier. You probably heard us. People were asking about anti-Venom, so we sent them your way. I like this a lot, dude. And then you can open up a tooltip explaining the damage. This feels like a really big deal. Am I the only one that feels like this is a big deal? What do you, Jacob, what are you thinking?
From a tactical perspective, this just seems amazing to me. Like, I struggle to imagine that something this big is going to be implemented without a hitch.
I hate
kabam.
I hate that I agree with you. Like, I literally hate that that is been in the back of my mind this whole time too. Jacob, I'm sorry I interrupted you. What were you gonna say?
No, I think it's great. I can imagine it might take its toll on the menus a bit more. That's the hitch we're talking about, which I'm a bit scared about.
What I'm hoping is that this is all information that they were tracking anyway. Like, they'll often talk about, it's been a long time now, but when they're talking about like buffing champion or not buffing them, they would say that they had all these statistics, right? But I think this would be so helpful to people. Like, you know, and I'm sorry, I know I'm picking some obvious examples here, but like, is it better if I end in a light attack with Nick Fury? Like, is it actually better? Instead of us like having to like go through and cycle, you know, the bleed damage, it's getting combined and scrolling through a fight and just grossly studying it. I think you can probably just do the fight a couple of times and you can, there you go, you can see.
It's going to be helpful for picking out prestations.
Yeah, like that's, again, like this just feels Biggest hits. Replay. There's a replay button to replay the fight, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like as in to do the fight again, I think is how it works.
Okay, why is this a beta feature and what does that mean? We've decided to make this a beta feature, which means you'll have to opt into it on the fight screen and in the screen settings with the following menu. If this isn't ticked, if this isn't checked, you will still go through the same flow as before. The reason why we've decided on doing this as beta is that the scope of the feature is massive. Many of our damage types were never built to be displayable, and thus, when it's tracked as doing damage, they are often missing a name or icon or tooltip. They'll need to be displayed properly on the screen. And in addition to this, I keep waiting for this sentence. The reason I'm reading this word for word is I'm worried it's going to be like, also, this may make your game crash mid-fight. In addition to this, we don't just want to stop here. There are potentially many more visual passes and additional information that we'll want to add, but we want to get player feedback on it. Releasing this as beta allows us to gather feedback. Okay. You have now helped us identify a damage type for us to fix. You don't need to write. Okay, so I don't mind being their test group for this. I like this. I really like this communication. This is opening and awesome. What do you guys think?
I think it was scripted that Kabam add all these quality of life changes when I finally quit.
Anyone in the chat,
All jokes aside, the whole practice feature and this is really great.
Yeah. What do you think, Fel?
This, especially what they were talking about, where they intend to make some even bigger changes in the future. We were talking earlier about being able to watch people fight or being able to watch replays. If they're doing this, that actually gives me a bit of hope that could end up being a thing. Because it seems like they're seriously committed to adding a lot of quality of life updates. So being able to spectate people seems like a very obvious, but, well, very hard to implement one that they could actually be working on now.
Yeah. I wonder if this is too, with the new game mode, that 1v1, that feels to me like something that I don't have the technical knowledge, but that doesn't seem like something that they're just like, oh, we want to build this, and they're like, okay, cool, it's built. I wonder if this is all part of similar things of just improving the game, improving the amount of knowledge, and being able to display that. I'm very excited by this.
I can definitely see that whole stat breakdown being relevant in that game mode.
Yeah, because
tiebreakers was also fight time, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Did anyone see for sure? Was it a replay of your fight, or you can replay the fight?
It said it redoes the fight. It specifically said redo. So I'm guessing it is play it again.
Okay. So it's not necessarily a replay of your fight. So I just, because I've seen the question, and I don't want to, and I know I said replay the fight.
Will it be added?
Yeah. I'm excited to see that. I am genuinely very excited to see that. I'll do it now. I think we've celebrated enough. I will do the where are our masteries? I was really hoping to see that in there. But
Yeah. Sorry, I think I'm actually gonna head off now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much for having me. It was fun talking to y'all in chat as well. Have a good day, everyone. See you.
Thanks for being here, Fel. Have a great one, dude.
Cheers.
Okay, I'm gonna try to play Sasquatch a little better here.
The master thing is huge.
Yeah, but they didn't even mention masteries, right?
Nope. You were talking about earlier playing different champions in War, but if you're running the same champion a lot, I used to run Omega a lot.
Yep.
And that would mean I would have to switch each time. That gets expensive.
think I'm forgetting a key part of Sasquatch's kit here. Could I have pushed him red and been okay because I was in Wrath?
Nope.
There's something that happens though. Doesn't he power drain? Oh man, I'm not going to be able to remember it.
Let me check.
I
don't think so.
I need to make that Sasquatch R3 video. Because there is a tactic there that you can use. I just can't remember it. Stupid special lock. I had set it up too. Gosh darn it. I'm gonna lose those ruptures. So you refresh the ruptures with the SP1. Sorry, I'm not talking this through a bit more, guys. So I was so concentrated on the ruptures that I forgot all about corruption there. Had to do reverse controls. There's a lot going on in this fight.
Yeah, it seems very interactive.
Yeah. I was surprised I actually pulled it off as well as I did there. Okay, I really don't want him to throw his SP1. Let's try to push him to his SP2. Refresh our ruptures. But I'm not going to be able to take advantage of Wrath here. But I think in this fight, that's okay. We'll refresh the ruptures. I'm just going to concentrate on the ruptures and try not to worry about taking advantage of Wrath. So just refresh ruptures. And not going to be able to do it. It's one of those where I think you just got to pick and choose what you're really trying to get done here.
If you push him to an L3 and heavy him, you're gonna drain 5% of their power doing Wrath.
I have to heavy though, yeah? Is that what you're saying?
Or special attack.
Yeah, I thought there was something there. So let me try that right now. I won't be concerned. I didn't push him to the SP3. I really want to get this if I can. Oh, stupid lock. No! Oh, thankfully he didn't throw his SP3. Whew! That was really fun. There's a lot going on in that with that special lock. Like, you guys saw it. I wasn't able to take advantage of actually getting the Wrath, because we think we had like 8 to 12 ruptures at a point. If we could have thrown the SP2 in Wrath, I think we could have done some really nice damage, especially if just one of them crit, which is the issue with Sasquatch. But that was really fun. That was really fun. And that's so like, that's why and guys, like if you're taking Archangel and doing that, like more power to you. I did it for years playing this game. I still sometimes will just be like, I just want to get the fight over with. Come on in. But like I was saying, like if I'm really trying to learn the animations, like if you didn't see it early in the stream, I was just totally running into that last part of the SP2 over and over and over. But this was really helpful for me, and I'm not trying to I wasn't like I did this with a 2-star She-Hulk. It was a rank 3 Sasquatch. It's not like I was taking in underpowered options there, so I don't want to overstate it. But that's the goal for that there. BK, what's up, dude? Mr. Building. Oh, the project's complete. Oh yeah, I am so excited, guys. I am so excited.
That sounds interesting.
So it's the t-shirts. I believe that is. It's the t-shirts. So I know some people did order them. Thank you very much. I honestly didn't know if anyone would, so it was cool that like literally anyone did. But I wanted to do it for myself, so I will be wearing them. If anyone's in San Francisco and you see a guy wearing a Vega t-shirt, it's probably me. Come say hi, and you'll see me wearing them on stream. So I'm pumped up for that. Emperor Pagan Great War. We wanted to go with Void because we had Mr. and but I missed up assignments and accidentally used them elsewhere. Emperor Penguin, dude, thanks for stopping by. We actually watched it live here on the stream. Buddy Lee, I think, let us know that it was happening. And I actually ended up then feeling a little bit badly because I showed who was taking the fight. And I just know how people can be. Like, if he had not soloed, and I even told him, like, do not give this guy crap. Like, if he solos it, congratulate him, but do not give him crap if he doesn't. So great war to you guys. That's how exciting war could be. Well played. Well played. Toffrey, last mention of mastery stuff was probably in the Dorky Dave interview. Yeah, they're like, can you, Dave, now that you're employed by us, could you make that go away? Could we just, could you edit that out? I'm kidding, I hope that's clear. Vega, fight replays was listed as a goal of Grounds on their roadmap. It was later removed. Poor Ben Simmons, he said he isn't mentally prepared to play yet. Must be nice not being able to shoot and still get $30 million a year. Yeah, he chose the right profession. Do we have, we can, let's, I don't think I've got anything to open here, guys. Unfortunately, I'm sorry about that. We can open up the tier, the class catalyst, but I don't have anything to open. Well, probably the next opening. I am going to get out a 6-star featured crystal video. Looks like it's scheduled for Sunday. We'll see if it's Sunday or Monday, or Sunday or Saturday. And then I'll do a war rewards where we'll open some featured crystals. So we'll just open this.
What are you looking for?
What's that?
What are you looking for in the featured?
Well, I'd like to get my Herc to Sig 200, so I don't have to use any Sig stones on him. And
Herc isn't Sig 200.
No, he's not. He's like Sig 160. He was Sig 160. Because I knew he was coming up for this, and he wasn't really going to influence my prestige. Because I didn't take him to rank 4. If I had taken him to rank 4, I would have taken him Sig 200. But if I take him to rank 4, yeah, I'll definitely take him to Sig 200. So I would just like to have that happen without having to put 6 stones in. I would definitely like Spider-Man 99. We're seeing all the cool stuff that guy can do. I would like to get America Chavez to Sig 200, so I don't have to put 6 stones into her. But I don't want to talk about that upsetting subject. I'd like to awaken my Penny Parker. You were on the stream. It was you and Spin. That I feel like that's such a big part of her kit, to making her like.
It definitely is.
Yeah. So if I can get her awakened, I would love that. And I think that's about it. There's a lot of like misses that I wouldn't mind. Like I'd love to get Medusa. No, Iceman for nostalgia reasons.
Ghost Rider?
Is he in there? Is Ghost Rider in that one?
I think so. Or he might not.
I'll open this.
Starkey that's in there. There is 3 OG champs, old school champs that are in the basic. Starkey, Medusa, and Iceman, I think.
I'm gonna have a decision here with Mystic soon, because I see how fun and awesome Sigil Witch is, but I have other Mystics that I want to rank. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there, but so I'm happy to see Mystic Tier 5 CC coming my way, but I'm also happy I have not reached a full CC yet.
Mystic is just the most fun class, in my opinion.
Yeah, right? Because they deal with power, they can nullify, like it's just, they're amazing. Who do you think is more important to get dupe, Herc or Shang-Chi? Herc. Definitely Herc. Yeah, without, if anyone disagrees, please let us know. But I think it's absolutely Herc.
Definitely.
K-Dog, OG Laters. Sorry for tonight's loss. Are they going back and forth on the Astros? There you go, my bro. Catch you soon.
I think so.
Glad I got to come and shoot the breeze. Oh, I almost said a bad word and it wasn't even written. Have a beautiful weekend. OG Highline, man, I hope you have an awesome one, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. Mr. Belding, if I pull Penny, I can take it to R3. Worth it unduped? Oh, I hadn't even seen this comment. Mr. Belding, I don't think so, my friend. I mean, she's good, don't get me wrong. But I think without that dupe, I think you'll find you're playing her just because you want to. And I feel like the niches where she's really awesome are a lot smaller without the heal block. The heal block, I think, opens her up completely, because now anything that deals with healing, you're like, okay, cool. She's an option for me. And that's all in the Awakened ability. I really I don't know, I'd forgotten that.
Both of the heal blocks, though.
Yeah, like it's all there. I thought it was just one of them. And then I realized, like, nope, no, it's all. Randomly pull Carnage 2 or 3. Yeah, he can do things. I don't think he's someone that if you rank them that you will later really be upset that you ranked. But there are a lot of champions who can do significantly more in the Cosmic class. So if you really like him, you're enjoying him, you've read into his abilities, watch a couple of review videos maybe. And if you're like, yeah, I still want to rank him, then I think you're all right. I don't think this is someone who you're going to rank and then be just praying they get buffed, you know?
He's so much fun, though.
He really is. Like
he's one of my personal favorites.
He can do things, and he's just cool. Like, I know a lot of people love Anti-Venom's animations and things like that. And I'm just comparing them because of, but I'll take Carnage. I think that's my favorite of all of them. Maybe Venom. Venom's really fun too. All right. So I'd love to pull Hercules, as we said. Penny Parker, I want that awakening. Spider-Man 99. I would want him. Lags has one and is just destroying stuff. Keep an eye out for that. Those videos coming soon, I think. So I don't know if my VG really needs one, but I'd still like one from my own personal account. I like Purgatory because the champions that look cool. I also feel like she's maybe gonna be in line for a buff. America Chavez just to get her to SIG 200 without having to put stones in. Spider-Man, yeah, nostalgia. I think his time has passed a little bit, but I'd like him still. Medusa, I'd want her awakened. SIGs on Torch is never bad. I'd love to get SIGs on my Diablo. I love Diablo. Gwenpool, I like. That's a lot nostalgia. So that's what's weird here is Medusa, Iceman, Gwenpool, and Spider-Man Stark. I think to various degrees the game is moving by them. I think Medusa still is the most valuable in the game, but for nostalgia reasons, it'd be really cool to pull them.
Yeah, Gwenpool was my first rank 4 5-star.
Gwenpool was?
Yeah.
She was amazing, dude. I used to use her everywhere I possibly could. I still really like her.
It's fun.
Yeah. I mean, I think Medusa is still the most useful in the current game. As far as
especially with Nimrod.
Yeah. I mean, Topray took out my Nimrod and made it look simple. He's a good player, though. He's a really good player. I know Xander really likes Miles Morales. I don't. I always feel bad because he's so into Miles, but I'm not seeing it for me. I wouldn't mind Venom Pool because I want to take him to rank 3. The SIG is nice. War Machine would be cool. And then I already have Karnak and Nebula at stupid high skill or SIG level, so I'm intrigued by both their buffs. I'm not jumping up and down over them. So yeah, I think that's where I line up. I didn't miss anything or anything that you think a little differently, Jacob?
Oh, you pretty much mentioned it.
Yeah.
Maybe. Is your Ragnarok duped?
No, but honestly, man,
I'm not a fan either, but
it's not. So for me, Thor is like this. If I wanted that prestige, yeah, awesome. Really cool. He clearly has uses. Appears to maybe be able to take some fights that he honestly almost has no business taking. But if you set it up, you're going to destroy it and you're going to have a lot of fun. So I really like it. But I look at my roster and I just can't. I'm thinking, no, I don't think he's the source of where I want to put my 6 stones. I don't need the prestige. And if I'm choosing between him and Cap Infinity War or Omega Red or just these other champions whose SIG are just really important to playing them, I'm going to go with those other champions every time. So, yeah.
Made it a lot less painful to rank him up.
Oh, absolutely. And I know OG Highline ranked him up. And I was like, yeah, I think that was a smart play. Awesome. Congratulations. I love what they did. It's just, this is the nuance on account specific advice versus generic advice, right? So, all right, guys, I think we're going to be shutting it down. OG Highline, man, that's what I was like. I'm going to be nice about the Astros, my friend. Yeah, Mr. Building, I think that's what I said. I'm like, look, I'm just going to say, if I was to pick a baseball team, it is the Dodgers. I'm from the LA area, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Like, no good will come from this conversation, especially because I like OG Highline. So, you know, all right, guys. Penny is awesome for sure. Devastator, I already got Penny 2 times. Yeah, there you go. And so you've gotten Awakened. I think that makes a lot of sense. New strategies to rank every champ to rank 2 in hopes that they will randomly get over. You can hear that in YouTubers' voices, right? Like, we're like, well, they might get a buff. I think a buff would be really good. A small value adjustment would really do them well. And you can hear it. Like, it's all stuff we're all thinking. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for today. This was awesome. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Hanging out, having fun, talking about a game we love, a bunch of other random things coming in, and us just joking around, having a great time. Thank you, OG Highline, for the donation. Just thank you. Kai's as well. Thank you so much. And everyone in the chat. You guys are why this is fun. Thank you for being here, chatting, dropping your ideas, and making this a good time. Felganos has already taken off. Hopefully he is asleep. He lives in a place where it is very, very late. And Jacob, thank you for being here, dude. You made this an absolute blast. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, man. Take care, all. Hope you have a good one.
Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend.